Hello viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Today I will be doing a tutorial on this crochet visor. As you can see, it is quite thick in texture. The yarn is soft. I bought this yarn at Dollarama. It was only $4. All you need is one ball of this yarn to complete the visor. Okay, the needle I will be using is this needle. It's a 8.0 millimeter crochet needle. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Bear with me while I set up my camera. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Okay, so what you're gonna do are a rib stitch. So you're going in the back of your stitch and you're putting your needle through and you're pulling your yarn through your needle. Okay, this is a bit thick, so let's make sure we're doing it right. Sorry. You make a chain and then you're gonna go into your back stitch. I hope you can see this because the yarn is quite thick in texture. Okay, we're gonna turn and we're gonna go in here. I've done a tutorial on rib stitch before in one of my videos, so if you watch my videos before, you will see a tutorial on how to do a rib stitch. Okay, so you're just going back and forth with this. And because of the thickness of the yarn, you get to finish this fast. So it doesn't take a long time to complete this. The thicker the yarn, the faster your project will be. And the smaller your yarn, the longer it will take, depending on what you're making as well. If you don't see this yarn at Dollarama, because I did buy this yarn like about 2 years ago, they may not have this anymore. So you can find something at Walmart or one of those stores for pretty much the same type of texture. Actually, they have a, sorry, I don't know. There's yarn or something tangled up in my yarn. Okay, so you can buy something similar at Walmart or Michael's. These are the yarns now that are coming in like different varieties of colors. Okay, so you would be able to get this not in the same color maybe, but in another color. And I think I have some thread attached to my yarn. I guess I've had this for so long. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. And this is, as I said, quite easy. See how easy that is? We're almost there. So you're going in the back stitch, okay? Just like that. Okay, we're gonna turn. And we're gonna keep going, okay? Okay, so we're gonna take our mannequin and we are gonna measure to see how far we reach. Okay, so it looks like we are there. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna join our yarn. As you can see, we're ready to join the yarn. Okay, so we're gonna join right here and push our needle through here. Okay, and pull our yarn through, and then we're gonna go to the first stitch on the other side. We're gonna pull our yarn through, and we're gonna do the same. Go in the first stitch here, first stitch on the opposite side, pull our yarn through again, pull our yarn through, and then we're gonna go in here at the top and in here as well on the opposite side, and we're gonna pull our yarn through. Okay, and then what we have is something that looks like this. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start the brim of our visor. So we're gonna make one chain and we're gonna go into our first stitch, make a single crochet, into our second stitch, single crochet, and we're gonna go in again, our next stitch, single crochet. So we're doing single crochet. Every time you go into a stitch, you're making 2 single crochet in the same stitch. Okay, I'm just getting some yarn. This yarn is quite stubborn because it's thick and you tend to work with it quite fast. Okay, and you want to stop for a minute to see how far you are with your visor. So far, this is where I am. I need to go a little more. You have to picture a visor or a hat to see where the brim is, and then you know exactly when you need to stop and just turn back. Okay, so far we're almost there. Yes, we're almost there with the brim. So this is the last stitch I'm gonna go into, and then we're gonna come back in the other direction. So we're gonna turn our yarn around, and we're gonna skip this stitch. We're gonna go into this stitch, okay, in the next stitch, and we're gonna keep going back across, okay, in the opposite direction that we originally came from. And we're doing some single crochets. Okay, so this is how you're working your brim. You're making your brim of your visor. And this is so warm. Imagine having this on in the winter. Oh my goodness. Your ears and your face are gonna love you, especially if you live in a country like Canada where it's so cold. Sometimes you need to just cover up your entire body when you go outside in this country. It is like extremely cold sometimes. Now I know what the meat in the freezer feels like. Yes, because that's what I feel like sometimes. Sometimes I feel like a meat. I could only imagine what the meat feels like. So when you get to the last stitch, you're just going to make a slip stitch. You're going to come back around. You're going to skip the next stitch. And you're going to come back. Bear with me. Let me get some yarn. Okay. We're working back in the opposite direction. And what I like to do is I like to give my peak a little personality. So I didn't bring my yarn clip so I could mark this, my marker, but it's okay. I know exactly where I need to do 2 single crochets when I get there. So I don't know if you saw what I just did. I went like this to see where my yarn is even, and this is where I'm gonna do 2 single crochet because I want to give my hat a peak, okay, or what I call it is some personality. So I'm gonna go in here in the center and I'm gonna make 2 single crochets, and I'm gonna continue across. Okay, and I'm gonna skip this stitch and I'm gonna go into the last one, and I'm gonna go like this, and I want to measure my visor on my model or my mannequin. Sorry, I just hit my camera. Okay, and so far this is what it's looking like. See how fast that was? That was like so fast. Okay, so we're not done yet. Let me just fix it on the head. See? So this is what it looks like so far. Okay, so now we're gonna finish off. Okay, this is our last stitch. Okay, so let's finish up. So we're just gonna do slip stitch all the way across. Okay, slip stitch all the way across. So you're going into all your stitch and you're making slip stitches. See? This is just gonna give your visor, a little detail. Okay, just a finishing touch to pull it all together. And we're pretty much there. See, that didn't take no time whatsoever. That was so fast. That's a pretty fast project. If you want to make that as a gift for somebody, that would be a great gift, okay? I've given so many crochet gifts. The thing is with crochet, sometimes people don't realize, oops, I just hit my camera. People don't realize the time and effort and love and, you know, patience, everything that goes into crochet. It can be time consuming, okay? But it is very therapeutic. And I love this. I love crocheting. Thanks to my sisters that used to crochet doilies when I was younger. Thanks to them, they introduced me to this. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have a love for this. This was love at first sight when I was a child. So as you can see, we are done with our visor, okay? And I didn't bring my scissors because I was in a rush. It's getting late, but I can let you see what the visor looks like. See? So this is the visor. See how fast that was? Did not take any time whatsoever. Okay, so let me just show you. I'm gonna let you see. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Okay, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and invite many of your friends over. My door is always open on this channel. Please feel free to stop by anytime. You're always welcome. Until next time, many blessings to you. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in for this tutorial. And stay tuned for many more. Okay? There we go. Okay, until next time, take care. Bye for now.